This is what we're building today. We're gonna build a snowman. Hi, it's Tandy, the Canadian Stamper. We're gonna make a snowman today. I hope you'll have fun with this card. It sort of has a play on snow and whatnot. And this is also the bundle that we're gonna be using in an upcoming class. November 6th is the Snow Builder class. So let's get started because this is gonna be super fun. I'm gonna flip you around and get set up. Let people jump on. There's our, so if you're gonna craft along with me, I'm just gonna tell you about the pieces while I just turn off my volume here so I can get to your comments. So the card base is Pool Party, and then the first layer is Basic Black, and followed by a Whisper White. And then this other piece is for the inside, which we're gonna do some stamping. We're gonna put this guy on the outside, and then we're gonna do this one on the inside. I do have some other little optional tools. You can see how I use them and then decide if that's for you. So these are the Stampin' Blends, and I'm also gonna use our watercolor pen to create a sort of like the base that the snowmen are going to sit on. So these are both color options. I'll show you how to use both. I think you could use either the blends or what is this, watercolor pen for the whole thing if you wanted to. All right, comments are up. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen, if there's gentlemen. Okay. So Snowman Season, which is the Snowman Builder Punch or bundle that we're going to use. So let's do it. Let's get started. I'm going to show you a trick first off. If you have this set, I'm just getting a scrap piece of white paper here. So when you have a punch from Stampin' Up or wherever, that there's a lot of different images, because that's a lot of stamps. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 stamps to organize in one punch. So here's the trick. So you're going to take just a piece of scrap paper, and you're going to punch your pieces, and then you have the negative space. And then that's how we set up our stamps. So let's do that. So these are photopolymer stamps. Good morning, Michael. How are you today? I was thinking about the boys actually, wondering if maybe they should go to the board game cafe tomorrow, maybe. Okay, so here's his little hands. Guys, this guy's so cute. Okay, so we're gonna I'm putting the image side down, and then I'm gonna get a block and we're gonna pick them up. And then they will be in the negative space, ready to go. There is no nose. See that little tiny nose? I don't see one here in the stamp set. So this is his hat. So the watercolor pen, when you're using that to color, you won't get a sharp, like I'm talking about these two right here. I've moved my camera in a bit because I felt like I was a bit too far away. Excuse me. So I'm talking about the watercolor pen versus a Stampin' Blend. You'll get crisper coloring with the blends. All right, so all of our doodads are here, and so then we'll just have a block. What block is this? This is block D. It's the block I pretty much use it the most. And then there you go. There's our stamps ready to rock and roll. Just like that. And then they'll match in the punch. So now a couple other tips for you. One is that you would take this scrap that you have now, and I would actually just have it live inside the stamp case. And then we have these little plastic bags. So sometimes when there's a lot of pieces, if there's extra in a project, and then I just tuck them into a little bag, and that goes in there as well. And then I have them for next time. All right, let's do it. So pieces are, so we've got a pool party, just a regular card base. This is half of an 8.5 by 11, scored at 4 1/4. And then we've got a basic black piece. Do you want these measurements? Maybe I'll post them after. It's just a 1/4 of an inch down. And then a piece of basic white, which is a 1/4 of an inch down from the black, which is all just your standard card things. That's a free download too, to have them all handy. And then this piece goes on the inside. So we're gonna stamp on this after. So, like any project, we always wanna do our stamping first before we assemble. Good morning, Kyle. All right, so let's do it. I have my other pieces loaded here. So I'm just thinking about, I think what I'm gonna do is, let me think for a minute. Let me stamp and cut our snowman. Let's do that. All right, so I'm gonna use Memento Black. You could use the basic black by Stampin' Up! As well. I just like this one. Now, I don't need all of these pieces, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp it because we have it all set up and ready to roll. And this is just a, whoops, this is just a piece of scrap. I'm not getting any ink on this guy. I don't know why you're being, not wanting to be inked. So a big difference between this type of an ink pad, just let me show you, versus this regular ink pad. This is super squishy. Where's a pokey tool? This is squishy, super squishy. And then this, not squishy. It's not a thing. So I think that's why I can really press hard on this one. Okay. So I don't know why it's not inking. All right, so we're doing 3 of these. And I've got my piercing mat. Oh my God, like seriously, look at his little face. I love it. I don't think I'll get another one. Okay, so I need at least a couple of these. Here's number 2. And then we'll do one more. I should have made this card so you could see. Oh, let me tell you, I am casing this from, what's the gal's name? Cindy Lee B Designs. She's a demonstrator out of the United States. And I saw this card and said, yep, it's adorable. I'm making it. Where's my scissors? All right, so let's punch. So because we were so clever and matched it all up, just take a minute to organize yourself and make sure all the little, it's super, there, close. So there's one. So we're having our Thanksgiving dinner today. I still sound a little bit stuffed up. I have, my sinuses are kind of clogged. I'm fine though. And just a little residual, I think. Yeah, so we're having turkey dinner tonight, so I'm excited about that. Mom's coming over at about noon to put it in the oven. Wonder if anybody else is doing Thanksgiving separate, or what if it was postponed at all. All right. Here we go. So now I just actually want these pieces, and I'm gonna cut out his little hands out of basic black. You could totally use these, if I could pick them up, these little hands, but I want them in black. all black. All right, here's the magic. You ready? So this is gonna be one guy. Then we're cutting up the snowman. So I'm gonna cut just above this black here, like so. And then it's just not quite even, my OCD, so I'm gonna just trim. Okay, that one, and then we don't need this. And then, second turkey dinner last night, Michael, that's good. Michael, I did see some photos that you may have had some pie in your face, and I just really had to laugh because I love your children. I love your children because Michael, you, if anybody, are the most deserving of that prank because you are a good sport. Okay, here, do you see where we're going with this? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to just trim this. Not because anything's wrong, but just because my perfectionism is coming through. I just want the white to be a little more, or a little less, I should say, a little less standy-outy. All right. Okay, so those pieces are done. I got a lot of bits here. So I just want to make sure I'm not messing up my inside from my outside. All right, let's do it. So now I'm going to take this, just to give you an idea of where we're going with this. Something like so. Okay, let's stamp our sentiment and start putting this panel together. Does anybody have this stamp set? Does anybody craft along with me when I'm doing this, when I'm crafting? Do you guys do that? I'm looking for a scrap. Just always like to test and see what it looks like. Let it snow. Should say let it rain because there's a whole lot of rain coming. Let it snow. Beautiful. All right, so now I'm going to create a base for these snowmen to live on. So I have these blends. What are these? This is dark pool party and light pool party. You used to be able to buy Stampin' Up! Blends as a single, but now you can only buy them as together as a bundle. I just want to, this is light. I just want to see how dark. I might go light because you can't take away the dark, but we can always add. So we're gonna go light. Now I'm gonna, this is gonna go here, here, and here. And then, friends, we're gonna add this little snowflake. You do have the stamp set and punch, Lori. Maybe you'll make this card. I'm gonna use this snowflake to do a little background action there. All right, so let's go with the light pool party. And I'm just gonna make a little a little mound for them to live on. So there's one. Morning, Zachary. And then, so I'm just freehanding it, which is all good. Just so they have a little something to stand on for our scene. I am actually gonna color, so you could leave these empty. I'm gonna just add a little bit of color. I don't know why I feel like I need to hold that. Yeah, a little color for your tummy. So I'm gonna focus on the left, like as if the light source is coming from this side. just so it's all consistent. And then I'm gonna color his little nose too. Oh, you know what I was gonna do is I was gonna use this and the Pool Party ink for the base. I think I can still do it. Let me try. Okay, so this is an older style ink pad and you squeeze like so. You can do it with the new ones too. You just have to squeeze a bit harder because the tops are more rigid. This is old school. And what we're going for is we want this. And then this is an aqua pen. So it's got water in here and then it's got a brush tip. So you're just gonna push on the pieces here and you'll see the water come through. This is very similar to a, oh my goodness, what's this thing called? Wink Estella, but water. So then we've got a wet tip, which is what we want. And then you're gonna pick up some of the ink here. Let me show you on the scrap. And see how you get the same effect? And then you're gonna pick up some more. And then you could make a second one if you want. Yeah. So that's what I was gonna do, but I used the blends instead, so. Oh, and then to clean this off, I just wipe it on you can put it on a piece of paper too, or your hand, just to get the ink off, and then that's it. Sometimes this gets a little stained, but it's all good. All right, so there's that. I forgot his face. So these have two tips. One's a brush tip, and then there's, I don't know what this tip is called. This kind of a tip. I prefer the brush tip myself. There's probably something other than personal preference on when you would use it, but I don't know what that is. So I just, whatever I kind of feel like. So I'm using pumpkin pie, dark pumpkin pie. All the blends come with light and dark. And then of course, this, let's just talk about this for a second. So this paper, these blends, and this ink, I'm just gonna close this, and this ink is all Pool Party. It's all the same, so it matches. So it looks more professional. Oh shoot, I need this open actually. All right, let's do our snowflakes, and then we just have to put it together. So Pool Party. And I tried to find, I have these things called wobblers. It's like I think they're a circle, and then it's got like a spring in it, and it's sticky on both sides. So you could put one on the back of this, and then it would like, almost like a bobblehead, and it would do this, but I can't find them. They're not Stampin' Up. We call that, when it's not Stampin' Up stuff, we call it contraband, but I can't find it. They're in a little baggie somewhere. I can see them in my mind's eye. Anyways, I thought it would be fun to make him a wobbly snowman, but I am gonna put a wobbler in the class kits. This is Snowman Builder class. I think we're doing 3 cards maybe. And it's November 6th, and we're gonna do a warbler. So a fun fold, and yeah. Let's put our snowman on. So I'm gonna use dimensionals. So I have a class tomorrow actually, the Beauty of the Earth, Beauty of Friendship I think is what it's called. And that one's gonna be good because it's got some beautiful fall colors in the projects. All right, so there's number 2. So we do have little mini dimensionals, but I don't want to walk 2 feet to go get them because I'm just going to cut it in half instead. Okay. Last guy. So do you get it? We're building a snowman. Oh, I forgot his arms as a finishing touch. So I'm just gonna grab a little scrap. Deadline to register for the Snowman Builder, I think, is October 23rd, like in a week or two, I think. It's on my, sorry, Lori, I don't know off the top of my head. It's on, pretty sure it's the 23rd. I mean, if you already have the material, sometimes we do the registration deadline earlier, because if you have to order the stuff, then we need to get the order in so it gets delivered before the class. But if you already have it and you just need the kits, then you can usually I will accept registrations then about a week beforehand. That's when I start making the kits. Okay, so I'm punching hands, and yeah, so here's the difference between these. I just like the black a bit better. So I have to unclog my glue. All right, so I was thinking about books. I'm finished my audio book, and I wonder if any of you have any suggestions on good books for me to read. Maybe if you put it in the comments, and I will check it out. Lance and Zach both do a lot of reading, but I listen to audiobooks usually like on my way to work. Okay, I probably have more hands than I need. Do you see where I'm going with this? Because we're building a snowman. What's everybody doing today? I have to run out to Central Saanich. Maybe tomorrow. And then Thanksgiving dinner. Maybe we'll play some games, actually. Zachary has gotten pretty good at chess, and he beats me regularly. I've watched the Queen's Gambit, which is all about chess. Okay, I might be actually lying to you. I might like these ones. What do you guys think? Do you like the black arms, or do we like the white arms? I feel like I like the white arms, guys. Shoot. Can I fix it, do you think? Maybe I could just go right over top. Surgery. Yeah, we're going right over top. I'm not gonna fight it. Ooh, beating Trish at backgammon. That's good. I'd like actually Trish to comment if that's true, Michael. Not that I don't believe you. My mom and Zach also play, oh shoot, what's that called? Crib. I'm not very good at that. Yeah. I didn't even wait to see comments. If you like I feel like the black hands are maybe just a bit much, yeah? They're a bit much. So that's good. We'll just go right over top. What else can I tell you about? Oh, Stamp Camp is also a thing that's happening. When is Stamp Camp? No, not January. November 28th. So that one's a big one. That's 9 projects. And there's 3 of us demonstrators putting that together. So it's more like an all day. It's like 5-ish hours. And there's prizes, of course. There, I think that worked out well. All right, this is it. We just need to add our stamp to the inside, this guy, and I'm gonna do it in gray. Oh, Kyle likes the black, Wendy likes the white, Lori likes the white. Well, I guess I have a little bit of both on there since it's shadowy. Okay, so this one, what color is this? This is Smoky Slate, and this is the inside panel of the card. Like, I just love him. So let's talk about some other coloring. So when you're coloring and you've used the regular ink versus this Memento Tuxedo Black, so this ink is not going to bleed, or sorry, like when you color this, it's not going to bleed. But when you use the regular inks, like this one over here, then it's possible, not so much with alcohol blends, but if you're using this one, then it's possible that the colors will bleed. So this one is this is dye ink, and then this other ink is water-based ink. All right, so now I'm gonna take my Pool Party blends. Actually, let's do it just so you can see the difference. Let's do my aqua painter. Just gonna color his nose again. So with the aqua painter, it might bleed a little bit, but well, let's just see. So I'm gonna pick up some ink that we had from before, and I'm gonna just color his scarf. Maybe it's her, we don't know. So again, this is the same blue as the rest of our card, so pleasing to the eye. So I think that the aqua color, like doing it with this, sorry guys, I think I was off camera there, is just as effective. What do you guys think? Do you have a preference of one or the other? I'm good with both. One more little bit here. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up to the camera a bit more so you can see. Yeah, I agree. So there, I'll hold it up close so you can see. So this one is the aqua painter, and then that one's the blends, and then let me show you this one. Whoops. Put some glue on there. Yeah, so there's that one there, so you can see. Yeah. Okay, so let me just do this sentiment. So this one says, hoping the season builds heartwarming memories, because that's adorable. So with photopolymer stamps, they don't have the built-in squishiness like the red rubbers ones do. So that's why I have this piercing, or this mat. I think they call it a piercing mat. All right, let's put this sucker together, y'all. Let's do inside first. So I'm using my multi-purpose glue. So listen, this is the alcohol blends that are coming through the page. That's good. You want that. You know that there's good saturation if it comes through. So that's not a bad thing. There's the inside. And here's our outside. Oh wait, I should do this one. Ooh. So I have already started making my Christmas cards, because the Christmas cards actually need to go out usually by the end of November, and then I do the first part of December kind of finishing Christmas shopping and wrapping and whatever. So if you need Christmas cards, like I have a bajillion, I'm happy to sell you some, because I want everybody to get a card. Or if you're not into making cards, I can hook you up. And if you are into making cards, then feel free to come to a class or two. But make sure to just make sure to be mindful of, shipping times and building your card times and that kind of stuff, because we're already halfway through October. So, and things also go on back order, which would be lame-o if you had a whole card scheme that you wanted to do. And you can also add, look, I'm a hot mess here with my glue dots. If you have like a family photo that you want to put, say, on the front of the card, and then still stamp and add to it, I love it. All right, let's add some Wink, because we can. This is Silver Wink Estella. Where will I put it? Let's put it on his buttons. Oh, actually, I lied to you. Not Wink. I'm gonna use this. Shimmer Crystal Effects. I bought it, I've not used it. Okay, so what is this, you're asking me? Well, let me tell you. It is that. It's like it's got the consistency of toothpaste, and I'll just spread it out a bit so you can you see that? And it's got like it'll dry so that you can see the glimmer, like the shimmer in it. It's sort of like a paste, so it does take a minute to, well, several minutes to dry, but I'm gonna put it on their pieces here. Awesome. So I find it's aside from the color matching, when you add the little embellishments like these and the shimmer effects or the Wink Estella, it finishes off the card nicely. It's the little subtle piece things that finish it off. That's the card, guys. I'm gonna add a little Wink on the guy on the inside. That's it. So thank you for watching. Where will I put this? Maybe on his scarf. I hope you have an awesome Saturday, and I hope that you'll consider crafting, because it's super good times. I will see some of you tomorrow for the fall class. And if you want to see any products or techniques or anything, then for sure comment or message me, and I would be happy to showcase something if I have the stamp set or tools that you're talking about. Yeah. Have a great Saturday. And if I don't talk to you before next Saturday, have an awesome weekend. Bye for now, guys.